Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Today I want to talk about a very special release by Hermes called Barénia. It was released in 2024 and the perfumer is Christine Nagel, who has been doing absolutely amazing work and it's been really impressing me. I wasn't a big fan of the Hermes house when Jean-Claude Alain used to do his watercolors, but ever since Christine Nagel has taken over the house as the house parfumer, she's churning out absolutely amazing fragrances. The one that I was very impressed with was Chypre, which I reviewed. I was also very impressed with H24 Eau de Parfum, which I have reviewed, and Barénia. Barénia is in line with her leather creations. One was a Galop de Hermes, which I haven't reviewed yet, and Barénia. Barénia is based on this exquisite leather produced by Hermes called Barénia. It's a calf leather which has a very supple, soft look. It's one of the most expensive leathers in the world. And the most beautiful part about Barénia is leather, that ages beautifully. It develops a dark colored tan, a sort of a dark tan patina over time. It is an investor's item. People buy Barénia bags just because, like a Rolex, it gains value over time. So this fragrance here is basically a new Chypre, new age Chypre. And I've got a nice little dry down on my wrist, which is basically about 3 hours old. And it takes about 2 to 3 hours to become the majestic fragrance that it is. So let's start. When you first spray it, it's a bit odd. It smells like nature would smell, just like H24. H24 is a little bit odd, and it takes a lot of guts and courage to create fragrances in an age where everybody is creating sweet fragrances, foodie fragrances, using the same materials over and over, and trying to create something which is in line with what is already existing. Whereas here, Christine Nagel, just like H24 Hermes, she has created a completely unique scent DNA. It's a bit odd initially, so when you first spray, you are met with the smell which contrasts. So there's a green facet. The green facet is bergamot. It's not fizzy, it's green bergamot. And it is mixed with another note of ginger, crushed ginger. And that ginger smell is mixed with a sweet berry-like smell called miracle berry. I've never tried miracle berry, so I wouldn't know what it smells like, but it smells like a berry would smell, a fruit would smell. There's a fruity aspect. And then in the middle stages, in about 15 minutes or so, there's the smell of oriental lily, which I'm very familiar with. It's called butterfly lily. It has the very green and enveloping and seductive smell, but also very high energy. When you smell it, you feel elevated. And that butterfly lily smell is then based on a sort of a woody note, which is a captive compound. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time on that, and that captive compound is called Akigala wood. Akigala wood is a captive compound for Juvida, and what it means is only Juvida products can use Akigala wood, and it's basically a derivative of the entire scent note of patchouli, and it smells like a very dry patchouli with a fiery chili-like smell or spicy fiery element. And that's the bit when you get all of those things that I mentioned mixed together, that's when you get the dry down, and this is what I really like. The waxy character initially, it goes away, and you have this wonderful green aspect, gingery fresh aspect, the fruity aspect of miracle berry, the floral sort of seductive smell of butterfly lily, and mixed with that is the fiery woody Akigala wood or patchouli smell. And then out of nowhere you start smelling aged leather. Just as I said, Barénia is a prized possession for how it ages, and this is where I also get a strong oakwood type smell, really solid smell, solid woody smell. And oakwood and aged leather mixed with the Akigala wood becomes the primary scent, if you like, supported by the lily fruits and ginger note. And that's the smell. It's a very, it's not like a traditional Chypre wood smell. There is no oak moss here, no damp forest earthy smell, no camphorous resinous fruity smell, no tartiness to it, no woods, no cedar, no sandalwood. The only wood I can smell here is akigala wood, the smell of which I described. So the peppery smell is nice, and the strong woody smell is even nicer. So that's the scent DNA. It evolves very little. Initially when you spray it, it smells a little bit off, a little bit odd I should say, because it's so new, at least for me. But then it settles down and it gives me a fantastic experience. Upsides and downsides. It's a very elegant scent. I really like how it's been created. It's been marketed towards women. Well, I think it's a perfect unisex scent. It's a very elegant scent, and also I found that this is quite a versatile scent. I could actually wear this to work on my first date because it's so mysterious and seductive in some aspects. I can easily wear this to a first date. I can also wear this to a social occasion, slightly dressed up. It's very elegant and classy, so I can wear this to those occasions without even thinking about it. I wouldn't even want to think about wearing this to clubbing or partying. It doesn't have that vibe. Highly wearable, this fragrance. Third upside. I can wear this in spring, autumn, winter, summer, no problem at all. As long as there's nothing here which will stop me from wearing this in any season. This could be a perfect signature scent fragrance. I also got this beautiful, excuse me, beautiful, creamy, sort of spicy, woody smell. It's creamy. I really enjoyed it, as if sandalwood has been used, but it's not sandalwood. The other final upside is it's unique. The smell is so unique. Just like Hermes Collier Age 24, I have never smelled anything that smells like this. The uniqueness is there. High quality, unique, versatile, highly wearable. Those are the upsides. So downside. Number one downside has to be that this fragrance isn't, so it starts odd, and that thing can put off people, but I would highly urge you to be patient with this fragrance. It's something different. So give it some time. Maybe you didn't like it first time, you might like it second or third time. So best way to do that is to get a sample and sample it and see what you think. The second downside is it's almost a linear fragrance. It doesn't develop much. It brings in new facets like this creamy, spicy bit that I mentioned. I really like that bit, and brings that in and adds a sort of rustic aged leather in the end, which is very interesting to me. I wasn't expecting leather, and suddenly I started smelling leather. I really like that. But yeah, second downside would be lack of development. It's a unisex fragrance. Some people don't like it, and some people wouldn't even try it. Trust me, this is not feminine. This is a unisex fragrance leaning masculine. So absolutely not a problem for a person who wants to try a fragrance like this, a person who wants to try a unique fragrance. This is very unique. The last downside would be low projection. If you are one of those people who likes their fragrances to project a lot, this doesn't. You will have to walk into your scent cloud, but it has great longevity and beautiful trail. Very high quality materials. You put 3 or 4 sprays on your shirt, on your fabrics, everybody will smell you. But it doesn't project a lot. I wouldn't call this a projection monster. So if you like a projection monster, you would have to look somewhere else. So those are the upsides and downsides. How's the value for money? I think I've seen these 60 ml bottles go for £90. It's a bit high retail, but if it hits the discounters for about £1 an ml, that is a 60 ml bottle for £60, I think that's what I saw. I could be wrong here. Then the value for money is pretty high. Uniqueness is there, quality is there, versatility is there, and I really like how it's been put together. You know, the composition quality is amazing. It smells expensive to me. It would be a perfect Dior fragrance. You know, Dior Privés, they don't change a lot. They're high quality, simple to enjoy. This Hermès is a bit like that. So, what age groups would this fragrance suit? I would say 25 plus. It has a slight classiness, maturity to it, which makes it 25 plus. This is not a sweet fragrance or a foodie fragrance. Seasons to wear, I've covered that. I think the perfect season would be spring and autumn, but I could wear this in any season. So I think I've covered all aspects. Performance I've covered, seasons I've covered, age groups, compliment factor, slightly low. Because this is not a fragrance you would want to wear when you want to get compliments. You may get a compliment, but this is a fragrance you would want to wear when you want to project the image of a confident person, of a classy person, a person who is very comfortable in their skin, likes to wear high quality products. You might get a compliment, you might not get a compliment, but compliments are not the reason you would want to wear this fragrance. It doesn't smell like something I'd want to wear when I want to be praised by other people. See what I mean? It projects an image of power, of confidence. That's how I see this fragrance. How many marks am I going to give it? I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. This is a very good fragrance. It's a pretty decent fragrance for professionals, people in white-collar jobs, people who wear formal clothing to work, people who have a style statement. They're very particular about how they come across and what they wear and the kind of image they want to project, that sort of thing. People who really are very conscious about what their style statement is. They will really like this fragrance because this has that X factor. It's not part of the crowd. It stands away from the crowd. That's what I wanted to say. So this is a very special take on the Chypre olfactive family. It has delivered a very modern smelling Chypre. It has delivered a fragrance that is very unique. I've enjoyed wearing and reviewing it, and so I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.